Hello everyone, this is Little Black Dragon, and you are watching another installment of Let's Play Dragon Age 2. In our last installment, we helped Amell Inheritance expose the corruption in the Guard, and for her service, she was awarded the position of Guard Captain. Of course, she will have to go through training and approvals first, which will take months at least, but, I mean, she totally deserves it. So, after dealing with some minor things, we are now back at Gamlen's house, which is our current place of residence. And when we walked in, we heard Mother and Uncle Gamlen arguing about the matter of her inheritance. But before we do that, I'd like to check in on our good friend, our Mabari Hound, because I believe we haven't revealed what his name is yet.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
Oh, he probably does. He probably doesn't like being cooped up in here. Poor baby.
City life not agreeing with you?
He just needs to get out more, don't you, boy?
Aw. I mean, I'm inclined to agree with Carver, but I do think, it's something Noire would worry about, Doesn't want to lose, the dog, too. The dog did nothing wrong, ever, in his life.
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
That was mean. Now, actually, I know exactly what I want to name the dog for Dragon Age 2, and I'm going to name him Milo. And I think he shall be a worthy successor to Enzo from Dragon Age Origins. Hello, Milo. Who's a good... Okay, you just magically are now sleeping on the floor. Cool. Still, who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Milo's a good dog.
I'll let you sleep.
You're a good dog. Yes, you're a good dog. Anyway, I believe we need to ask Mother. So, what's this fight about the estate? What's going on there?
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
Well, I think her concern is completely valid here.
Why was nothing set aside for us, Uncle?
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate.
You mean my dad?
You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure it's not a good idea to just, read the will and then just lock it up in a vault somewhere. Just saying. Especially if that vault is in the estate, which now belongs to someone else. I have questions.
I know the Amells were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amells have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood.
Ah, I see.
It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Ah, I see. So, she married Noire's father, and, well, that was kind of seen as a big, oh my gosh, because he was a mage, and the Amells already had a problem with being a very magic-prone family. And interestingly enough, if you play as a human mage in Dragon Age Origins, their last name is Amell, and they do reference that in Dragon Age 2. In fact, lineage-wise, they are cousins with Hawke. But, sorry, I'm getting distracted here.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
I mean, our little brother has a point. I mean, you would think you would remember something like that. Well, really? We can't just, go look at it?
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
Exactly.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
I think Carver has something to say about this.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother. But some of what Gamlen says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
Something you need to say?
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
I mean, this would be the advantage we need, but... And I would like to make it matter to you, but I think the person it would matter to the most is Mother.
She tried her best to give us what we need. I think she's due the same.
Oh, I see her side. Gamlen's definitely an arse. But it's not like we can just ask slavers to give back that life.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
Are you serious? Slavers? Holy moly! That's awful. We can't have that. Well, I mean... I think nobody will object if we go in there and mess with them.
I don't know about you, but that makes me a little angry.
We agree at last.
So, forgetting everything else, what would you do with slavers?
Only one thing their kind deserves.
We agree at last.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
Sounds good to me. I think there is a quest we can grab on the writing desk. Let's see. Bait and switch. Hawke. A dwarf named Anso contacted the Red Iron looking for contract work. Wish I could take him up on it, but we've pressing business, so I recommended you. The dwarf pays well, so don't be a fool and miss out. Look for Anso in the Lowtown Bazaar at night if you're interested. Mirren. Well, of course. Let's see. Oh, and another letter from Mirren. Hawke. You are a pain in the ass to deal with, but a bloody talented one. If you get sick of being just another unemployed refugee in this shithole, maybe we can grab a drink. If there's any odd jobs my boys can't handle, I'll send them your way. You're welcome. Mirren. Yeah, really eloquent one he is. Let's see. The Black Emporium. Greetings. You do not know who I am, but I have heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection, as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu. Xenon. Alright, good to know. Let's see. To whomever elects to participate in the charitable deed of assisting the Vale family of Starkhaven, His Most Worthy Highness, Prince Sebastian Vale. So he's Prince of Starkhaven, good to know. Has provided instructions for anyone brave and noble enough to attempt eradication of the rebel who dared attack his family. These groups. I swear, guys, I can read. I can read real pretty. 3 groups of Flint Company mercenaries have been sighted in the Kirkwall vicinity. One group makes camp not far from the Elves of Sundermount, of the Sundermount mountain range. The second has been seeking information on the docks after nightfall. Third is far from the main road off the Wounded Coast. They are believed to have a small campsite well past any known landmarks. A princely award awaits whoever finds and defeats all these rogues. May the Maker guide you, Chanter Talitha. And of course, that gives us the quest, Bait and Switch. Let's see, order runes. We can do that from here. We can order potions from there. And what's in here? Memento of Legacy, that's for starting the Legacy DLC, which we're definitely not doing yet. We're gonna grab the Cardinal Rules of Magic, and this is the special deliveries, pre-order bonuses, special stuff. I happen to have all of them because I used to be part of the Bioware social forums, which have since been closed down, but towards the end of things, you got to have access to all the pre-order bonuses for both Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, all the special, like, rings and boots and armor and all of that stuff. Anyway, let's grab that. And we get an extra 5 sovereigns. That's awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to grab all of them, so I'm going to quick make room in the inventory. Let's see. Destroy that and that. There we go. Let's see, and we leveled up and get 2 points, so I'm going to put 1 in willpower, and let's see. I think 1 point in magic would be good. And I believe there are some things we can equip. Like, let's see, Boots of the Frozen Wastes. Definitely better than the ones we have now. We're gonna move that to junk. Let's see, and we're going to move these to junk. Let's see, Ring of Whispers, Ooh, Hawk Family Crest. I think we should definitely equip that. First Might, Air of Confidence. Let's see, enemies drop more coin. That probably is something that Varric should wear. Physical damage, willpower, which determines stamina. I think I'm going to equip the Ring of Whispers, Ivo Family Crest. Let's see, Drisbu Flame. Let's see, I think we're going to equip this. Let's see, Everest Trophy Belt. Ooh. That one's good. And the irons. And of course we're going to give these to our various other companions. Wait, High Lord's Belt. 18 defense? No, 18 attack and 9 defense, and enemies drop more coin. I think we'll probably give that to someone else, because we already have something that does that. Yep, sounds good to me. Of course, we're eventually going to quick grab some better armor, and hopefully a better staff in Lowtown, before we head to our next objective. And of course, I will probably cut that out real quick, so we don't have to waste too much time looking through equipment menus. And I also promised I was going to cut out loading screens from here on out. Alright, let's see. I think this covers almost everything, but I think there are some things I want to examine first.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
We've had cheese for an entire year. I'm pretty sure that's a safety concern. Let's see, a note addressed to Gamlen. Gamlen Amell, payment is now 2 months late, Sirrah. Interest accrues, as you are well aware. You find yourself barred from our establishments, unless payment is made. Think. No Betor, Card Sharp, or Number Runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantness, Gallard. Boy, oh boy.
I can't have Mother living in this hole. We've got to get out of here. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him.
Yeah, can't blame him either. Well, let's see if we can blah blah. Hey Gamlen, I have questions.
Get out of my face! Your mother's bad enough. I don't need you nagging me.
Okay.
Get out of my face!
Oh, okay, you have nothing, more interesting to say? Okay, let's go. And of course, when you leave home, you have the party selection screen. And all we have are Aveline, Carver, and Varric. So, let's go. And we're going back to Lowtown because we're going to quick do the first part of Tranquility, and we're also going to get equipment. And I will do that first off screen, after things are done loading, of course. Well, of course, I could also just pause the recording. It did not occur to me to do that. Well, in that case, I'm going to, of course, pause things, and I will be back in a minute with better equipment and ready to move forward. Alright everyone, we are back, and I just finished upgrading everyone's equipment and rearranging equipment, and of course you can see Hawk has new apparel, and Carver and Aveline both have new weapons. So with that being said, we are going to go to Lorene's Ferelden Imports, where we should get more information about this Grey Warden. So, let us go inside and see what we can find out.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the healer, but...
My son's hurt bad. Cart overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
Everyone in your turn. I promise we have donations coming in. There will be food and medicine for all of you.
Wow, seems like there's a lot going on here. A lot of people suffering. And, of course, there is a place to make a donation. And, of course, we are going to donate some money. Considering we really should save up, let's just stick with the halfway point and donate a sovereign. And that'll give us 100 experience. And of course, in the back is where we can actually buy things, but we are actually here to speak with Lorene.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I'm currently looking for work, but also I'm searching for someone in particular.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
So, he left the Grey Wardens? I mean, can you leave the Grey Wardens? Also, you seem awfully, cagey and defensive about this. I'm concerned.
Who are you protecting?
You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Oh, that explains a lot.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
Carver.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Well, that is certainly understandable. I mean, I don't want to be locked in the gallows either for the gifts that I have been given. Well, I mean, he's not really in any danger from us, so it's gonna be fine?
Your healer is in no danger from me.
Right. Perfectly safe if he cooperates.
Carver.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services.
Anders?
Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
Please, my mother. Don't let her lose another baby.
Anders. Well. So, Anders has run away to Kirkwall. I wonder what Gilda thinks about that. I wonder what happened. I mean, I would have thought things would have been pretty good for him in the Wardens. Probably something to find out. I mean, of course, Anders is a familiar face to us, but not a familiar face to Hawk. So this will definitely be interesting.
The children are eating sawdust.
Let's see. Let's get going. Oh dear. Something's going on here. Angry refugee.
Hey, we heard you in there, asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town. And it ain't gonna happen to him.
So, in this situation, it's really important to have your sibling in your party, or if you're a diplomatic character, like Noire happens to be. Unfortunately, otherwise, you are going to get yourself in a fight here. So, for this playthrough, I'm going to choose the special dialogue option.
I'm as Ferelden as you. I won't harm your healer.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our King Alistair.
And Queen Honora. But unfortunately in Dragon Age 2, that's only distinguished in a few instances. If Alistair's king, he kind of tends to take priority as far as mentions go. But yes, of course, in those of you who watched my playthrough of Dragon Age Origins know that I chose to have Alistair marry Queen Honora and have them both rule jointly rather than choosing one or the other, since I think both of them do bring something to the table. Anyway, so that was a crisis averted, and we'll be heading to Darktown soon, it seems. Of course, first I want to quick visit the Black Emporium, and yeah, then we shall do some other things, but I think we're actually just about out of time, so I'm going to save and cut the video off here. Now, if you enjoyed the video, you can of course subscribe to my channel, or if you would like further updates, you can also visit my Twitter account at LBD Let's Plays. And if you would like to support my channel in other ways, you could always buy me a coffee at ko-fi.com/littleblackdragon. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.